It's been seasons since Munster's seen any milk. The bars are barren, coffers running dry, and Santa Paws cries out for something to dip his cookies into. Could two little mice make a difference? It won't be easy. Innocent paws could get caught in the crossfire, and secrets better left hidden may be uncovered. But you have to ask yourself, how far would you go for a little cheese?
Hello and welcome to Where's Left Forgotten, the Milk Rush. Nice to see you. My name is Nathan Quadrio, and I am your game master.
My name is Miriam Feats, and I play Mousetrap Maude Sinclair.
My name is Jess Wolfendow, and I play Sheriff Carly Whiskers.
Let's jump right in. A close-up on train tracks. The sound of wind rustling as a train shoots over the top of the tracks, and we zoom out to see the milk rush shooting across the desert. We cut to the dark inside. The Provolone Ranger sits alone in a room. Behind him, his lizard, asleep. He checks over his shoulder, holsters his gun, and pulls something from the inside of his boot. He looks at it. A small photograph. From the angle of the camera, you can't see what is on the photograph, but you do see a single tear come down his eye. And we cut back to Munster. As Reginald D. Hootsevelt flies from the top of the mansion, the people freeze for a moment and there's silence. Then panic. People start to scream and run around. What's going to happen? Oh my God! Oh my God! There's kind of a three-way split. One group of people rush to the sheriff, Curly Whiskers, in support of how to sort this out. Another small group, your family, Maude Sinclair, rush over to you, and the remainder of the town running, just in panic, to their homes to grab things, sorting themselves out. We're going to go to Curly first.
Well, I'm sort of a mix of two of the groups. I feel like the group that comes to me has to sort of follow me around a little bit because I'm also following the panic and just scurrying in several directions. And so I think there's just a large group sort of moving in haphazard shapes around the space.
Mm-hmm. Sheriff, what's going to happen? You need to sort us out. Aren't you some kind of big city sheriff?
I stop in my tracks. Yes, that's right. I am a big city sheriff. I'm a big boy, and I'm going to sort this out.
What are we going to do?
All right. Does anyone here know what that was about?
Well, we thought that you would. I mean, you've got your experience. Haven't you seen something like this before? Holding a whole town hostage, blackmailing.
Well, I did see a stage play like it once.
Okay. Stage play. Oh,
it was
very cultured.
It was a fistful of gorgonzola. It had that Clint Squeakwood in it, as the mouse with no name, and he was like an outlaw that came to a town and helped save them from some like battling families.
Is this what it's about? Do you think that owl is related to some of us somehow?
Yeah. Yeah. Mouse, owl.
A woman turns to the man next to her and slaps him in the face. It's you! I always knew you had owl blood in you.
Fear not, good people. Surely there is some communications with this owl. Someone will know something about him, and we will communicate and get it sorted.
So you got this? You're going to sort this out for us? Yeah. All right, Sheriff. Well, we don't want to distract you. We'll leave you to the work. And they turn and walk away.
Yeah.
Well, hello there, new sheriff.
Hello?
Far be it for me to tell you how to do your job, but I had some experience in the area.
Please, God, tell me how to do my job.
I'm not sure if you noticed, but Miss Sinclair over there seemed to have a little private chat after they flew away. A little bit of a chat with Hickory. Perhaps they're involved in this plot together somehow.
Oh, okay. And you are.
We live on the same property. I am Sheriff Lasqueakus Jones. Well, I suppose past Sheriff Lasqueakus Jones, you
Okay.
thief. As he pushes at the sheriff's badge you're now wearing.
This is progress. All right. Well,
I'd watch her. She's a little bit sneaky.
do you want to do that?
Oh, I wouldn't want to step on the sheriff's toes. What am I? Just a mouse now. And he like walks backwards, just slowly backing away.
Just close up on a bead of sweat rolling down.
Cutting back to his eyes, unblinking.
Horrifying.
And then we cut to Maude. In the like half a second before your family rushes to you
Yes.
for guidance, you've heard Hickory Munster say that's not how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
And you see him rush off
Okay.
towards the town.
Is there anywhere in the town that he looks particularly like he's making a beeline towards?
He's making a mouse line towards his house,
Okay.
which is kind of where they landed.
Okay. I'll watch him as long as I can before I imagine I am bombarded with young little
Yeah.
children.
Any more? What happened? What are we going to do?
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay, but we're so
Just
small
breathe.
and that owl was so big.
I know he was scary, but I promise you it's going to be fine. We're going to work it out.
It's going to be fine, but how is it going to be fine?
Right now, we just need to take some big, deep breaths. That's the one. And I've got a very important job for all of you.
Yeah, what we can do? What we can do?
Well, I think I need to go talk to some people.
Yes.
But I just got handed this bright, shiny piece of paper that needs taken care of. I wouldn't want this to go missing while I was out having my conversations. Do you think you could take it home for me?
Yes.
Keep it safe?
Yeah, hold it. And they all go and they grab it. And then
Yeah.
like tiny ants carrying a leaf, they're all holding this piece of paper as they move,
Yeah.
as Laura Ellen approaches you as they kind of run off. Everything's sorted out? You think that we can trust Munster, this new sheriff?
You know I don't like lying to the kids, but there's something going on.
Well, clearly.
No, there's really something going on.
Mm-hmm.
I might not be home till late tonight.
All right, well, you bring your tail home, all right, honey?
I will. I promise.
And she moves off, and standing behind her is a tiny mouse figure. Well, Maude Sinclair. Isn't this... It's Lasqueakus.
It was the tiny that threw me off. I was like, why does this sound like Squeakers?
Sorry.
Yeah.
He's a small mouse, but portly.
Yeah.
This is a
Yes.
Squeakers Junior.
Well, howdy there. Maude Sinclair as I live and breathe.
Sheriff Jones.
I see some people know what side their cheese is buttered.
This is some troubling developments.
It is. And he looks over his shoulder as, what are you doing in kind of this small moment, Curly?
I think I've probably moved over to my overturned cactus and I'm attempting to roll it back over, but I keep pricking myself on it.
Okay. I think there's maybe some more to our new sheriff than people might have seen. We're living at the same place, and he was talking to some strange fellow when he was there. And then these people turn up quite soon after. Maybe you gotta keep your eye on him, Maude.
You think that buffoon is involved in this? You think he's got the brains?
Looks can be deceiving, Maude. Some people think that I'm not the sharpest card in the deck, but you know I am.
Oh, you're an ace of spades if ever there was one.
And I'll just keep digging. And he digs as he backs away slowly. And
He just digs into the ground and disappears.
And then left at the now empty Bechamel Lake are Maude Sinclair and Sheriff Curly Whiskers.
I'll walk over to Curly. Sheriff,
Don't sneak up on me like that.
I really didn't. Are you needing some help with that there boat of yours?
Why? What do you know about it?
Nothing. You look like you were trying to turn it right side up, and I was going to offer to help you do that, but
Just tears welling in his eyes. Maybe. I never turn down a helping hand from the... Yes, please. That would be great.
all right. And I'll attempt to help Curly right the cactus boat. So, how are you doing with... I feel like it's been a big first day for you.
It's been a long day. Yeah. Congratulations on your piece of paper.
Oh, thank you. The young'uns will have fun with it.
You see, does that happen often around these parts?
Does a giant owl fly into town and tell us we've all got 2 weeks to clear out?
Yeah.
No, that's a new one.
Right. Well, I guess I better go check the sheriff correspondence, see if they sent word about this or something. Like they'd have like a notice.
Well, I'd be starting with the deed to the town. If they're going to clear this place out, then that owl must have found a way to work around it.
Yeah.
So that would be Mr. Munster's business.
But he told me not to bother him.
Well, I think his town getting destroyed is something worth bothering him over.
All right. Yeah, I can. Could you maybe show me the way? Come with me. Do all the talking.
I can certainly come with you. As sheriff, I imagine you might have to do some of the talking.
Yeah, you've got the relationship already.
Of a sort.
And I've got the shiny star on my chest to back you up.
That you do. And I give him a little pat on the shoulder.
And the two of you walk over to Munster's mansion. But as you leave, the camera stays on the lake for a moment. And after a short pause, Chinchilla Charlie arrives in the lake. Hello, Curly? Are you there? Curly? Where's everybody? What? Well, left again. All alone. And he walks over to the cactus that you left there, and he grabs the side of it, cracks it in half.
Jesus.
All alone. And we cut to you two walking towards the mansion.
No, I don't like that. No.
Weird director of this.
Yeah. As we walk up as well, I think I'll sort of lean over to Curly. Now, Hickory, he left in a bit of a hurry when the owl came through. It might be that he's as shocked as the rest of us by all of this. I'd probably maybe tread sensitively, just see if maybe he's been approached about the deed, if he feels like he's being held over a barrel about all of this that's going on, if he needs some help getting out of a sour deal.
Yeah, right. I take off my hat. It takes a moment because my ears keep getting stuck in it. And I hold my hat to my chest and I rap on the door.
As you knock on the door, it's already ajar. And it opens in front of you.
I ain't never seen a door that's ajar before.
That's very strange for the Munster mansion, yes.
Locked and locked.
Yeah.
And locked and locked.
I put a hand on Curly's shoulder. Do you have a weapon?
I look down at the whip on my hip. Kinda.
Something's not right here. I'd just be ready for anything.
Have you got a weapon?
I can handle myself if worse comes to worse.
All right. I got a spare if you want one.
Let's just see what's going on.
Okay.
And I'll have my hand gently back to be able to reach for my 6-shooter if the need calls for it.
I just slowly open the door the full way and hop my way inside.
As you walk in, it's dark. And underneath your feet, the creak of the boards. It's strange that such a wealthy man, his home almost seems run down, not cleaned. What would you like to do now that you're inside?
Mr. Mayor, are you in here?
Your voice echoes. No response.
Looking at the, I assume, dust and things around, how recently does it look like someone's been in here?
You can see on the floor that there's footprints and there's
Okay.
movement. It just looks like it hasn't actively been cleaned at all.
Okay.
But there's definitely somebody living here.
All right.
Like, is there a path that the footprints usually take? Like, go
Yeah.
to one room more than another?
Yeah, generally heading upstairs.
All right. I make some incomprehensible hand movements to you and then start to hop up the stairs.
I'll follow. I'll do the sort of like walking up the stairs sideways so that I can keep an eye behind and keep an eye ahead.
Okay, there is a split once you get upstairs. Both seem to go equal ways, these footsteps.
I shrug. Walking the same way or like...
Different way.
Okay.
So our backs are to each other.
Oh, not like...
Heading down.
Not like our backs are touching back to back.
No.
Okay.
And I'll just head to the right.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted to head to the left.
Aww.
Curly,
Oh, God.
we'll go to you first.
Oh, lordy.
A close-up on your face as the only sound you can hear, the creak of the floor underneath your enormous feet.
Yeah, it's got to be like, if you're hopping along and just like...
Okay.
Are you hopping?
I hop my mouse.
Oh, lordy.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's good.
And you arrive at the door. There's a close-up of the knob, then back to your face, then the knob, then back to your face. Are you going to open it?
Yeah.
A close-up on your hand as you reach the doorknob and turn it.
Wow. It took a while. This
This is Hickory Munster's bedroom.
is where the magic happens.
And you hop in. Inside, a four-poster bed. Looks like the sheets haven't been changed in a significant period of time, and the odor of old, dank mouse hangs in the air.
I'm a theatre mouse. I'm used to that smell.
Clothes seem strewn about, almost haphazardly. There's no other defining features, except for the curtains drawn on a tall window.
Mr. Mayor,
Are you in here?
There is no response.
I look under the bed.
There is no response.
I look behind the curtain.
You open up the curtains, and the window kind of swings partially open. And from the top of the window, a barn owl feather lands on the floor in front of you. There's a close-up on it, and slowly pans backwards to reveal 12 other barn owl feathers at the window.
How big are the barn owl feathers compared to Curly?
Probably pretty large, I would say. Maybe your torso
Like
height.
a sword.
Wow, yeah.
They're all just lying there.
But you know what they say? The quill is mightier than the sword.
And we cut to Maude,
Yeah.
much more confident, moving quickly across.
Yep.
Do you open the door straight away?
I'm going to sort of line myself up with it and listen for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hear anything behind the doorway?
Nothing but silence.
Is there a keyhole?
There is.
I'm going to just take a moment to see if I can peek through the keyhole and see if there's any people or movement.
You peek through the keyhole, and you can see nobody and no movement.
Then I will reach out. I think in a very stark contrast to the earlier cut shots of Curly, it's just an immediate shh of the door.
Swings open silently. This is Hickory Munster's office. Still dusty,
Yeah.
but clear desk. No papers anywhere to be found.
Are there like bookshelves and things in here? Or is
No
it
bookshelves.
just no?
Just a desk and a chair.
I will head over to the desk
Mm-hmm.
and see if are there drawers. Is it literally just an empty desk? Like I'll see if there's anything around.
On one side of the desk, on the opposite side with
Yep.
the chair, are 3 drawers, all locked.
I will pull out a hairpin and see if I can pick into the top drawer.
Can you make me a dexterity save, please?
I'll give it a go. That's a 6 under 12.
Okay. You unlock the top drawer, pull it open. There are 2 things in this top drawer. There is a piece of paper, face down, but you can see there is writing on the other side.
Yep.
And what appears to be a kind of gnarled rock.
Okay. I'll reach for the paper first.
Okay. You pull the paper and the rock rolls off the piece of paper. And there is some kind of shorthand that you're not familiar with.
Okay.
But you can see clearly written several times, Stormy Feather.
I'm going to fold the paper up and put it in my shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look at this rock. I mean, there's really not much in this place, so I'm assuming whatever is has some kind of significance.
Mm-hmm. You pick up the rock, and there's something strange about it. It's a little soft. The texture's a little weird, but not soft. It's still pretty firm. and it's got quite a pungent
Yeah,
aroma,
I was about to.
but you don't know what it is.
Okay.
Can you make a will save for me, please?
Of course I
Will
can.
save.
Ooh, yeah, that's 16 over 8.
Okay. The smell is so strong, you begin to
Yeah.
feel sick. And I would leave it up to you if you have any further adverse reaction to a strong smell, knowing you live with
Yeah.
a significant number of small mice.
I think I just wrinkle my nose, twitch my whiskers a few times, and I'm going to put it back in the drawer and close the drawer so that I'm not having to smell it anymore. And I will look around. If it doesn't seem like there's any movement or I'm hearing anything, I'll try for the second drawer.
Okay, as you go for the second drawer, Curly, what are you looking to do now?
Oh God, what just happened to me again? I picked up a feather.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. I think I look around and I see the rest of the feathers. I'm like, okay. Is there like a wardrobe in this room or anything like that?
There is, but it's just got clothes falling out of it.
Interesting. I'm going to head down the other way, having cleared the room.
Can you roll a dex save for me, Maude?
Yes. That is 1 under 12.
Okay.
Nat 1, baby.
You open the drawer and you find a book.
Okay.
On the book is kind of an etching of similar to the stone that you saw or whatever it was in the top. And the book is entitled Truffles of the Midwest.
Have I heard of a truffle before? Do I know what that is?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay. I'll, again, tuck the book away. I think I'm going to pull a handkerchief out of a pocket and sort of grit my teeth and then reopen that top drawer and wrap the truffle in the handkerchief as tightly as possible to try and, if I can, make it smell slightly less and put it in my pocket. And then if there's still one more drawer and there's still no one coming, I will attempt to unlock this last one.
As you go to unlock the last one, you hear footsteps approaching you.
Do they sound like Curly's jumps or do
They
they
do.
sound okay?
And Curly comes in the door.
What did you find? A couple of things. I'll just give me 1 second and I'll try and unlock this last drawer.
I'll keep a lookout.
Come on, baby. Oh, yeah, that's an 18 over 12.
Okay. You go to unlock it.
Yeah.
And as you try to unlock, you find the movement of the drawer is heavier. Like there's something really heavy in there or there's something different about this bottom drawer as you try to unlock it.
I'll turn to Curly. I've got a few things from the top drawers, but I can't get this last one open. Okay. I mean, we could try and break it, but it'll make noise and they'll know that I've taken things out, so they're going to know someone's come through anyway. Okay. You're the sheriff. Yeah. So if I'm already kind of breaking the law, but do you want me to break the drawer and get whatever's in here?
I hereby deputize you to break the drawer.
All right.
Make a strength saving throw.
Yeah,
Can I help in any way?
You can do it together and you can have advantage, Maude.
that would be great. I'm probably still going to fail, but
Before you do so, tell me about how you two paint the picture for me.
did you bring one of the owl feathers
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
you? I think I'll probably take the owl feather from Curly and try and wedge it and see if I can use it as almost crowbar-y, but not quite as effective, I imagine, to see if I can sort of wedge the drawer open.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah, no.
Rough.
The lowest was a 13, but my strength save is 7.
As you go,
Yeah.
you do break something, but it's the owl feather as it goes and cracks in half.
That's okay. It'll fit in my backpack now.
All right. Do you just want to leave whatever's in here then?
I don't see any other choice. Right? We can come back later. Or maybe if we ask really nicely. I don't know. Do you want me to kick it or something?
You can try. Otherwise, I found a note and a book and something called a truffle, I think.
Have I heard of a truffle?
Highs or lows?
Highs, baby.
You have heard of truffles.
Oh, yeah. A new restaurant just opened up in Pollywood. They called it Truffle My Feathers or something.
So people eat these things?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I didn't try one. I heard it was bad for the vocal cords.
All right. Well, whatever it is, it stinks. I wouldn't be putting it in my mouth.
This whole place stinks.
Yeah, something's This shouldn't look like this.
All right. I could, like, shoot the drawer.
You want to fire a gun?
I don't know.
You're the
It'd
sheriff.
open it. No. Okay. Let's get out of here. Where we need to. There was a window open. Maybe he jumped out the window.
You think that the mayor jumped out the window?
I don't know. Why else would it be open?
I mean, sure. He's an older man, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah. And we're on the second floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd have to be a hell of a thing that would make a
Maybe-
man as old as the mayor jump out of
Maybe
first
he
story
got
window.
snatched by the owl. Got owl snatched. Bird napped.
Maybe I was gone when I saw him running up here.
Maybe a double bag. What about the snakes? They didn't go. Maybe he got snake snatched.
If that's true, then
Snitch.
Snacked.
if that's true, then I don't know quite what to do about that.
Let's go look down on the ground floor.
All right.
Mr. Mayor.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go to the ground floor.
Yeah, I'd like to actually go outside underneath that window and see if there's anything underneath the window space.
Going outside, you see very close to the wall a long rope that leads down from the window to the ground, and very fresh footsteps matching around Hickory Munster's size running off from there.
He done gone with the wind.
Do you want to follow him?
Yeah, man. Have you got a mount?
No.
That's all right. We'll fit on mine.
Gouda! Nice whistle.
And Kuda comes in maybe 10 or 20 seconds.
There's a Gouda boy. All right.
Now, Kuda was attached
Yep.
and had not been released. So trailing behind the rope on Kuda's back is just a piece of fence.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Bringing the props with you. Here we are. All right.
And this creature's safe to ride on?
He's the best boy in the gosh darn continent.
All right. And I think Maude very tentatively climbs onto what is traditionally a predator.
Yep. And I hop on behind and grab the reins around you, and I'm like, ha-ho and away.
As the fox rushes away,
Follow those footprints.
you follow the footprints for just a few minutes. Would have been quite a significant amount more time on foot for
Yes.
Mr. Munster. And you see in the distance a skeleton, a large cow skeleton. And even from this distance, you can see that inside this towering skeleton is a small mouse, 2 snakes, and a barn owl. And you can hear raised voices, but you can't hear the words yet.
I gesture for Curly to stop.
Yeah,
Gouda.
I get Gouda to duck behind some salt brush. And I listen.
This was not part of the deal that we had, Reginald. You promised me that you would continue to bankroll me until I had all the equipment I needed. Well, it seems like that's not going to happen anymore. We can only be pushed so far, Munster. Munster, I am the mayor of this town. None of this would have happened without me. You're the mayor of this town. The deed I hold in my feathers says otherwise. Well, this is not the contract that we drew up. Well, I'm breaking the contract. I'm not sure what a little mouse like you is going to do about it. Look, I just need a little more time, and we need a little more money. When you get in debt to us, we have to get in debt to others to make it work. Your fuse is run too short, Munster. Come up with the cash, or the town dies. Oh, wait. I just need a little bit more time.
As Reginald D. Hootsvelt flies away and the snakes disappear off into the desert.
Well, seems like our mayor's been busy.
You look out and you see Hickory kind of drop to his knees and just sit there for a moment.
Should we?
I certainly have some questions for our mayor.
Yeah, all right.
And I spur Gouda on towards the mayor.
He stands up.
Who's there?
It's the sheriff. Hello, Mr. Mayor.
What are you doing out here, Curly?
Well, we were following you, sir. And we overheard some might have raised voices back there.
I don't know what you heard, but I can't keep it a secret. I think I'm in too deep.
Maude, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Well, I know it's you because you're in front.
Yeah.
Because you're sitting behind Maude, who's significantly taller than you.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just imagining my head tucked under your arm to see.
Maude, what are you doing here?
The good sheriff wanted some assistance, and I was around.
Well, I suppose you heard it all then.
Yeah, you've been milkshaking tail feathers over there.
I had some grand plans to bring everything back to Munster, but didn't have the cash since the milk was gone.
So you sold the deed?
Well, that's not where it started. It started with a little loan here and some of the family heirlooms that I had left. And then, I needed more and more cash because I had less and less success with what I was trying to sort out. And then it was the deed. And now I guess the town is theirs to do what they want with.
Well,
Mr. Mayor, if you don't have any money, how are you affording to move 2 large cartons of milk through the milk bar?
Make a will save. In fact, let's do contested.
oh yeah. That's a lot of noise.
Yeah, because that was a 17.
It's a 7 on his part.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't know. Squeaky Wheel's been going off by himself.
You think Squeaky can't afford that stuff?
Look, I don't know, but you better talk to him instead of me.
Well, where is this Mr. Hootsevelt from? Maybe we can go and strike a different deal.
I don't know. This is where I meet him. I don't make the calls, but you're both pretty resourceful. Maybe you have some way to sort out some cash. You're a big city kid.
Well, Squeaky's got 2 big cartons of milk that we could offer.
Oh my God, of course. That will save the town, surely.
At least as an opening gambit, bit of goodwill.
Absolutely. We should go grab it right now.
I'm going to level with you. That ain't no milk.
Not milk. Mr. Mayor, whatever do you mean?
Either of you heard of truffles?
Yeah.
I've very recently heard about them, yes.
When the milk started to dry up and we lost all the cheese in the town, I thought we could move to something new, something different. Truffles. I thought that was the big new frontier. It turns out that finding truffles in the desert is a little bit harder than I might have thought.
Oh.
I think that maybe the book I was using was not entirely accurate. So there's some tools in those milk cartons, not milk.
You're moving tools through the milk bar? You told Squeaky about this?
I mean, look, Squeaky, he's just happy to be a part of the town, the community. Just help me out,
I'm sorry, just to remind me, exactly whose name are these deliveries under?
I feel like we're getting distracted. We got a really short amount of time before the town is gone, and I'm saying maybe you can find me a little bit of cash to lengthen this out a little bit.
Wouldn't it be better if we just got the deed back?
Yeah, but you can't steal the deed. That's not how deeds. So it's not like, I'm holding the piece of paper. They know they own it.
Is that not how it works?
He's an owl.
Okay.
You're the sheriff. Shouldn't you know how the law works around this?
Yeah, I probably should. But, did you officially sell him the deed, or did you just give him the paper?
No, the deed is his. It's his town.
Darn. I mean, has all of what he's been doing above board?
I mean, look, if he's getting all this cash from me, I think that he's got deeper pockets than any of us do.
And so how exactly do you imagine we're going to come up with enough money to tempt someone with pockets that deep?
I don't know. Little Whiskers here is some big city kid, bit of a star as far as I know. And
I know. We got to pull on a talent show to save the town.
Sorry, let me just go to all my plans.
I did fully just whack
Oh, no. As slowly, the train just goes straight past the town. Curly, hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. And Maude, surely the mousetrap has some kind of connections. And he kind of gives you a little look out the side of his eye.
Is that a I know your secret side eye?
Yes, it is.
I don't know who you think you're talking to, Mr. Mayor, but I don't deal with outlaws. I've got a sister and children at home. I work at the bar.
Well, if that's not the case, then I'm sorry to be mistaken, but I don't want to waste any more of your time. You better go and start packing.
And he kind of goes to walk past you.
Packing for what?
Well, there won't be a Munster much longer.
What is it that you think you know, Mr. Mayor?
All I'm saying is that I run out of options. Doesn't mean you two have.
And he keeps walking.
Okay. Is there like a phone in town?
Get the 1600.
Is there like a telegraph in town?
Is
Is
there?
that the level we're at?
Highs or lows?
Lows.
Yes, there is a telegraph in town.
I don't know. Maybe I could message my mama, ask her to send some money.
You think you have enough to buy the deed to a whole town?
Well, I got some cash on me right now, but probably not enough for that. I don't even know how much he owes. I guess we should find that out. Mr. Mayor, how much do you owe?
A lot of money for the time period.
Thank you. Yeah, I only got about a quarter of that here.
A quarter of that.
My allowance doesn't allow that.
If the mayor was suggesting what I think he was, I think he might think that we could do this by untraditional means.
Okay.
Like the kind of thing that shiny sheriff's badge would normally prevent us from doing.
Oh, like a crime.
Yes, like a crime.
But what if we did crime against a criminal? That's with the law.
I would like to make a contested will check with Curly to try and figure out what this deal is.
That's a 6.
16. He doesn't know one law.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he figures that
Yeah.
if you find a criminal and they have money,
Yeah.
you now have that money.
Yeah. Sheriff, can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Have you actually been a sheriff before? We were told that they were bringing someone in from the city, someone with a lot of experience, someone who knew what they were doing.
Well, I auditioned for a sheriff once on that
Audition?
on that stage show Criminal Mouse, and they had me read a lot of sides for that.
Sides? I don't...
But not exactly. I'm just giving it my plumb best over here.
Okay, so the town has been sold to a giant owl with a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
The mayor is in the wind, and our sheriff doesn't know what he's doing.
I played a lawyer once.
Good for you.
I was Bill B. Flynn in Chicago.
Twice on the Gouda.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
There's only so many
It's
cheeses.
either twice on the Gouda or twice on the Gorgonzola, okay? There's only 70 G's.
I think, you know what, Sheriff? I think I need a minute.
Okay.
I'm actually going to spend a minute just walking around the cow skeleton to see if there is anything here that's been left from previous illicit meetings.
You walk around and you do not find much.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is just kind of like a place, a location on a map.
Yeah.
I'm going to take out the owl feather.
Mm-hmm.
Is it straight up just like a fresh owl feather from the owl, or is it like a calling card? Has it got something on it?
It seems like just a fresh owl feather that has fallen out.
With my vast knowledge of this great country of ours,
Yes.
where do barn owls live?
Make a will save.
Natural one, baby.
What you think about, you're like, oh, wow. I mean, it's a bird, so probably lives in the air.
Yeah.
Somewhere high up.
Yeah, that's a critical success,
That's
right?
what it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's apparently that's what a one gets you these days.
Jeez.
And generally speaking, you can probably find them just anywhere,
Which way did he fly off?
kind of in a northwesterly direction.
All right. And what is the next train stop northwesterly?
Quite a significant distance away. So the answer to your question is that barn owls can be found all over North
Great.
America.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
so glad I rolled for that.
Like, I know that you're like,
Yeah.
wow, critical success gives you nothing. I'm like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah, yeah.
nothing to say.
Yeah.
They live in cavities,
why
in
did I roll
trees, and
for it?
barns.
I think as Curly's considering barn owls living in the sky, I'll come back round.
There's a barn owl
living in the sky. And sort of, come back over to Curly. All right.
Oh my God.
I'm walking normal.
I'm very jumpy.
I've noticed. Okay, you said that you could get a telegram out maybe to someone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think maybe if we go back to town and you send your telegraph, and if the mayor is suggesting crime, it might mean that he thinks there's a decent crime to be done. I might ask some questions around town and see if anyone knows whether there's anything being brought in, anything being moved that could be liberated to help liberate the town.
That's a good idea, I think.
Sheriff, if we're doing this, if we get found out, we could be in a lot of trouble. Lasquickus is insane, but if he writes a letter to someone with influence, we could both be in this a little too deep.
I mean, aren't we in trouble now?
The town is, but we're not.
But we're in the town, though.
I want you to be sure that you're on board with doing things that badge would normally stop us from doing.
I will think about it. But, I mean, people are in trouble, and I couldn't just turn them away.
And I think that's a mighty fine thing, Sheriff.
That was a pun, by the way, with the word card.
I just thought you couldn't say couldn't.
Yeah, I was like that. I did think that was a really weird accent choice.
Interesting accent choice. Jess has doubled down on it though, so I'm gonna let it fly.
Yeah, twice. Current twice.
We're really racing through this list. All right, well, we should head back.
All right.
We're probably going to overtake the mayor on the way, which might be a bit awkward.
You know what? Let him walk.
Yeah, I mean, Gouda's pretty Gouda, but he ain't got room for three.
All right. Well, back to town.
Coming back to town, how are you splitting up? What are you doing?
I would like to head to Wilby's, the pawnbrokers, and see if he's heard any whisperings of particularly lucrative targets that could be moving through town in the next few days.
Beautiful. You head to the Shrouded Shrew. And where are you going to go, Curly?
I'm going to go find my trusty friend, Charlie Chinchilla, to help me write a letter.
Maude, we're going to go with you first.
Yes.
You arrive at the Shrouded Shrew, not followed, right at the edge of town.
Yeah.
And you walk into Wilby's store.
Yes.
It's dark, dingy. There's that kind of weird scent in the air, kind of somewhat spiced, that you've come to connect to your somewhat illicit friend will be prosecuted. As you walk into the store, what would you like to do? Shelves full of various accoutrements. You cannot see the desk.
I think as I walk in, there's probably a little knock that Wilby and I have that sort of is just ours. So I'll just knock that against the door frame as I walk in to let him know that it's me.
Maude, is it you?
Yeah, it's me.
Is it that late already? Normally only here in the evenings. Maude, what are you doing here?
It's been a bit of a strange day, Wilby.
Yes. Word has spread here, Maude. Strange tidings over the wind.
You heard of this Reginald Hootsevelt before?
Hootsevelt's in the east.
Yes. Yeah.
The wind's coming in like something is brewing. About to begin, Maude.
I'd say it's well already begun. He's got the deed to the whole damn town.
Well, it's bad news, Maude. Bad news.
Wilby, if we don't manage to find some funds, town's going to be gone within 2 weeks.
Sounds pretty grim. It smells like sin.
And I was wondering if...
Okay, sorry. Didn't realize we weren't continuing.
It's slam poetry on one hand.
Had a couple more lines.
It smells like sin.
I was wondering if perhaps there'd been whispers of any marks big enough to help us get some of those funds.
So, Maude, I just got to ask you one question. How big? How big, Maude?
Bigger than anything else I've ever tried to get.
She's looking for something bigger. A score so large, it'll make her name. Bring her fame.
Fame! I want to
I'm gonna live forever.
All right, I got a friend.
Okay.
Bit of an odd type.
Most of your friends are, and I'm including myself in that.
He goes by the name of Rodney.
Is that Rodney?
No, Rodney.
Rodney.
Yes.
Can you spell that?
Rodney with a little flick on top of it. Rodney.
Accent aigu.
Rodney got a last name?
No, I think it's like a Madonna situation.
Mastona.
And,
Good. Should I try it again? I think it's like a mouth donor situation.
where can I find this Rodney?
You know the cactus.
Yes, I do.
Be at the cactus. Head due east. There'll be a tree, broken and burned. That's where Rodney sleeps.
And this Rodney, he's gonna have something for us.
Tell him I sent you. I know will bring you the dough. Where will you go? Maple, oh no. You might want to bring a friend. Is an odd bird.
I've got someone in mind. By bird, do you mean a literal bird or just that he's odd and bird-like?
I would say he's somewhat bird-like.
All right.
Tall as the hills. But if you want to catch him, you won't. He's just too fast for that.
Just as we're chatting, I'll reach into my pocket and I'm going to pull out the truffle that we found.
Mm-hmm.
Little something for you to move, maybe. Truffle, I think, was what the mayor called it.
Lightning fast. His hand grabs the truffle. He draws it right up close. Looks at it. I'm sure I can make something work.
All right, well, you let me know when you have, because I'll be taking my cut.
Usual percentage.
All right?
All right.
Nice seeing you, Wilby.
You too, Maude. Oh, my God. As you walk out. Okay, Curly, you head back to your house.
Yep.
And you can see Chinchilla Charlie standing kind of at the entrance to your home.
Charlie, we got to come up with a plan.
A plan? What kind of plan do we need?
Well, I was just talking to Miss Sinclair, and
Okay.
she wanted to do some more shady stuff, some yogurt operations, but I think that we can come up with something more legitimate.
What do we need her to do? I just don't. I don't know what you need us to do.
We got to raise some money.
Right.
I was thinking through the roles I played before to try to think of one where, like, someone who doesn't have a lot of money ends up with a lot of money.
Yeah.
The only one I could think of was Little Shop of Havarti. You
Yes.
remember that where I played Sea Mouse?
Yes.
They got.
And I was in the big plant.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. If we find a big plant,
Yes.
everyone will come to see it.
Yes.
Tourism skyrockets. Money secured.
Are you thinking that we could turn this into a showtown?
Yes. Now that you say that, that's an excellent idea.
I reckon they won't call this Munster anymore. It'll be Whiskers. Your name and lights.
Oh, I was thinking like Munster, but that works.
Oh, Munster. It works. Well.
Yeah. Hey
Look
there.
who comes crawling back.
I'm just hopping.
So looking to get some cash, are you? What's that all about?
Well, we're trying to save the town.
Trying to save the town?
Yeah.
Who from?
From the big owl that threatened us.
Yeah. But why do you need cash? Surely you can go and arrest him for his illegal deeds.
I mean, I had a real big think about it, and owls live everywhere, so I'm not really sure where to go to arrest him.
Fair enough. They are a very common species across both Europe and North America.
I narrow my eyes. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, then, if you need some cash, surely you'll be able to sort something out, big city fella like yourself. Maybe your mama can sort it out.
I was just about to send her a telegram.
This was not a positive suggestion. It was supposed to be demeaning to you.
Yeah, well, sounds like you don't want me to save your town all that bad, do you?
My town.
Your town?
I guess you got me there.
Yeah, I guess I do.
Let's squeak us out. And he picks up some down on the ground and drops it like a mic drop. and slides back. You know, he's kind of an odd fella.
Yeah, but I guess you got town's best interests in mind.
All right, should we take the telegram? And he kind of gets some paper out of his pack.
All right. Mama, stop. Town very poor. Stop. Any gigs nearby or can have advance on salary. Stop. Love you. Stop.
You have such a way with words.
I know. I've always thought when I retired from acting, I would become a writer, director, producer.
I'm going to go sort this out. I'll do it. Okay. And he takes a piece of paper and rushes off.
Good job, Curly.
That is so funny. Nice one, Curly. Yes. Got a big boy. Gonna make my mama proud of me.
I take out a piece of jerky that I've been saving for a special treat and I eat it.
What's the creature? What's the jerky?
Yeah, it's a good question, isn't it?
Insects?
Oh, yeah. It's a spider.
Yep.
It's a Parmesan spider.
And after a short time kind of congratulating yourself, Maude, are you heading over to his home?
Yep. Sheriff?
Ah!
I think I'm going to start knocking.
Yeah. If you could just knock on the closest surface available. Whew.
Yeah. You sent that telegram?
Yeah. Charlie's on it.
Great. Well, I have a lead.
Oh, to what?
To the other thing we were going to do.
The
Yes.
the secret mission.
Yes, the secret mission.
All right.
Now, we're going to be needing to head out late.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the kind of place that their badge you're wearing is not going to be welcome.
Okay.
You got anything that's slightly less conspicuous and not covered in leather fringe?
Yeah, I've got what I usually wear when I go out around Pollywood so people don't recognize me.
I guess that'll have to do.
All right.
Now, I'm going to be wearing clothes a little not my usual for the same reason.
Okay.
Same reason.
For when I go around Pollywood.
Yeah.
When you go around Pollywood.
That's the one, yeah. You reckon you could meet me out back of the milk bar around dusk?
Yes. Should I bring Charlie or Gouda?
I mean, if you think you'd like the backup, but they also need to be inconspicuous.
All right. I'll think about it.
I would also, if you've got a firearm, I'd pack it.
With our grill bullets.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
Yeah. I'm a professional.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man.
This guy we talked to, he might be a bit twitchy, so
All right.
we'll talk on the way.
All right.
And I'm going to head to probably home for I don't know how much time we've got left until sunset.
Curly.
Should I be working?
Curly, highs or lows?
High noon.
That's an 8. So,
I need a pulling thread.
as the time continues on, we cut to the nearby home of Lasqueakus Jones, who is watching you both through a window, binoculars at the ready. Very interesting. And he writes something down, and it pans down, and there's no paper in the town except for the people who have no paper. So he's writing something in the dirt that cannot be seen because of the darkness. And we cut to just before the sun sets, just before you're about to leave, with Chinchilla Charlie and a small match. The piece of paper with your telegram on it. Set alight.
What?
He stands at the edge of your home, cuts the rope on Gouda.
How dare you?
Go, boy, go. And he smacks Gouda on the back. Can you make me a...
Betrayal! This is the worst thing you've ever done to me!
a will save? Let's go 10 will be the DC for Gouda. 19. Gouda, following his well-known companion, Chinchilla Charlie, runs off into the distance. Chinchilla Charlie gets on his own steed and rides out of town, leaving you alone. And that's where we're going to call the session.
You've been listening to Best Left Forgotten. You can find and follow us on X, Instagram, and Blue Sky at Best Left Podcast, and on our Best Left Forgotten Facebook page, where we post updates, info, and additional content. A full song and artist list for this episode can be found in the description. Our cover art is by Irit Mogalevsky, who can be found on Instagram at irit.mog. Thanks to Jess Wolfendale, our editor, Miriam Feats, our social media manager, and Nathan Quadrio, our producer. If you enjoyed our episode today, please leave a review and tell your friends.